I grew up as a little kid going to the Jersey Shore, and I love the ocean. I think we all have an intimate relationship with the ocean. I mean, our species sprang out of the primordial oceans. I'm genuinely fascinated by this atmosphere of ours, the way it affects people. You know, I've always thought the weather person has a really interesting place in the television newscast. I mean, we deal with a subject every night that in one way, shape, or form affects every one of our viewers. You know, I've had a pretty good life. I've always found life pretty exciting.
All right. What is it about weather that excites you so much?
You know, I'm not quite sure. My parents could never figure out what they had done wrong to get a son who was interested in weather. They would have preferred a doctor or a lawyer or something like that. I had a psychic tell me one time that I had been a ship captain in a previous life. And I'm not sure I believe all that, but I'll tell you, it's an explanation.
But there's good news tonight, and that's in the form of a very...
Were you ever intimidated when you walked into WGN when you first came? Because you came from Milwaukee, right?
Yeah. I didn't think I was ready to come to WGN.
Why not?
I was so young. I was like 25.
Bitterly cold northerly winds will blow us across our area tonight. We'll be down to about 4 above by morning.
You know, when I started at WGN, there would be reports from some critics, and they'd say, you use terms like jet stream and dew point. Nobody knows what that is, and they don't care. I've always assumed that our audience is intelligent.
2 jet streams merge over our area, and when that happens, the pileup of air...
Meteorology and weather forecasting has come farther in the last 50 years than it had in all the time back to Aristotle, 340 BC. We see the atmosphere unfolding today as never before.
And in this cool air...
I love meteorology. We live in an era in which climate change is on people's lips.
You weren't on board at first.
No, you know, I'm actually kind of a good one to talk about it because I understand the people who say, I don't believe this, because I was there early in my career. I've been able to see in 50 years of doing this, the atmosphere doing things I'd never seen it do before. Anybody who believes that climate change hasn't had an impact on humanity had better do some reading.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you.
You do know you're a rock star, right?
Well,
Oh, rock star. I'll never accept that characterization. I'll tell you one thing, I'm a survivor. I've somehow managed to navigate this dog-eat-dog business and managed to survive, and nobody's more surprised about this, Micah, than I am.
You know, one of the best places to take in all of the beautiful Alaskan scenery in a unique way.
I think I would have not worried about getting fired every day. Your goal is 100% accuracy and nothing short of that, and when you fail, nobody is more disappointed when a forecast busts than you are.
Really?
Oh my gosh. It's a nightmare.
Do you go home and worry about it?
Oh, absolutely. When you get on and you say there's a snowstorm coming, until there's a layer of snow on the ground, you don't sleep. You go to bed and you hear the traffic noise, the tires on the pavement and all, and you know when it snows, there's a different sound to it. It's softer and all. And then you dare to open up the blind and see whether or not the storm has materialized the way you think.
You like snow, don't you?
I do. You know what's interesting about snow is the way nature puts these storms together. Contrary to popular myth, I mean, we don't have that many really big snowstorms. We've had something like 3 or 4 20-inch snows in our entire history in Chicago, and our snow history goes back 139 years.
Here on top of the Sears Tower, the days are actually a little bit longer. No kidding.
When you get older, you start reflecting back on your life and you say, did it matter? That's moving to think that you, in some way, or shape, or form, contributed to people's knowledge of these severe weather events.
You're kind of giving that up now.
Yeah, I'm going into uncharted territory. This is really going to be strange. I've worked since I was a teenager.
Any regrets?
No, I've worked with wonderful people. It's been a marvelous career, and I don't think I would have done a lot differently. I've been a very lucky person, so no.